Hey guys, what's up? It's RagesSorrow here, and welcome to another boss vlog. I got a few things that I want to talk to you guys about, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. Well, as of today, January 28th of 2014, the Giant Mole update has been added into RuneScape. Being given a new look as well as new combat tactics, the Giant Mole has also been given a new lair. Now, inside of her lair, there are 4 other chambers from the main one. Once you start off in the main chamber, you'll have to reduce her life points down to 70,000. This will cause her to dig randomly to one of those other 4 rooms. Now, since they've updated her, they've made it a little bit easier to track her. As you saw, whenever she burrowed underground, she had a little smoke trail following her. Now, the northeasternmost chamber that I'm in right now, she can actually go into a berserk state. Now, in this state, she will actually do more damage until you stun her. So, make sure that you have a stun on your ability bar to at least kind of knock her out of it. Once you've reduced her life points a little bit more, she'll go ahead and burrow to another random room. Just remember, follow the smoke trail or dirt trail, and you should be able to find her. Now, the best part about the room is, since they have it centralized to certain rooms, they actually have little shortcuts between them. So, it makes it a whole lot easier for you to actually get to her. Now, this room right here, this is the southwestern room. In this room, she will actually burrow under the ground and cause these little rocks, like what I'm running through right there, to come out of the ground and actually hurt you. So, once you see those pop up, get away as quickly as possible. Do not stand near her when she does that, because if you do, you will take a crap ton of damage. So, get out of there as quickly as possible. Now, she can do that multiple times. That's what makes this worse. Just keep doing that. Follow the dirt trail until she moves to another room. Now, this room over here, I personally hate this room. Because if you're doing this solo and on hard mode, it makes it even more challenging. Now, right here, you will actually be encased in mud. And there's absolutely no way to get out of it if you're by yourself. Freedom doesn't work on it. You can't use anticipation to get out of it. And she also does this little thing right here where she makes rocks fall from the ceiling. So, on top of that, you're taking a ton of damage from those, and then she hits you with like a 15 to 2,000 life point hit once she breaks you out of the mud. But once you get past that, just, follow the dirt trail until she goes to the next room. Now, the final room that I'm actually coming up on here, this is actually a pretty easy room to deal with. The only thing that she does in this room is spawns minions, which are, tiny moles that only have 100 life points. Now, don't let too many of these things amass at once, because the more she amasses, the more powerful she gets. She gets a few strength levels and attack levels for each one of them that spawned, as well as defense levels. So if you just keep letting them mass up, then it's going to be really, really hard for you to actually end up killing her. Best thing to do here is use certain abilities like Ricochet, the Hurricane ability, and stuff like that can hit multiple targets at once. That way you can clear them out a little bit quicker. So, all in all, the boss fight actually is less tedious because you're not constantly running after her, but you do want to keep in mind all of these tactics, because once you go to where I'm going right now, which is back to the main room where she originally spawned in, all of those abilities and tactics come into play. So, if you're doing this in hard mode, all of those abilities that you heard earlier, those actually get used multiple times in an instance. Now, remember the mud ability where it traps you and you can't move? She does that along with the other ability where the rocks come up out of the ground. So, you're basically taking double damage from certain things right here. As you can see, I got stuck. I couldn't move because of the mud. So, once you move out of the way, it makes it a little bit easier. Now, as stated, when she summons the moles, get rid of them as quickly as possible. But all in all, guys, this is actually a really, really fun boss fight. I thoroughly enjoyed this when I was doing it. Now, I will admit that it is a little bit annoying, especially with the mud prison, and it constantly trapping you in place. It makes it a little bit annoying to actually have to deal with, but if you can get past that, the mole fight isn't actually that bad. Now, as stated, she does have a few new drops, one of them being the Dragon Two-Handed Sword. In addition to that, she does have a thing called a Clingy Mole, which can be attached to a anti-dragon shield. In addition to that, in her hard mode, I believe she drops a potion, which is a growth potion, which will make a tree or any other plant grow 2 growth cycles. So a lot less time has to go into farming if you can get a hold of those. But that's my review of the giant mole and the layout of the boss fight. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, then feel free to leave a like rating. If you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later, guys. Peace and holy moly.